Hello everybody, welcome back. Short ride number 28. Wow, we're getting up there. We've got quite a few of them on there, and this one is actually kind of a continuation of stud ride number, short ride with stud number 22, which was Jimmy Golden and Jimmy was my partner. We were wrestling against Bass, Ron Bass and Don Bass, his brother, and it was a double bull rope match, and Jimmy turned on me in this match. I was a Tennessee stud, had the mask on, and they were able to take my mask off, and he did a job on me, and so this one is kind of continuation of that. Obviously, it was months later. It was the first match after I had been out for about 4 months or 5 months, and I came back, no mask. And in this one, you're going to see Jimmy. Jimmy and I really have maybe a tougher match, basically than the dang double bull rope match. But we get into it again, and this actually starts with a personality profile. So you get a little piece of the opening of a personality profile, and then it's going to go right into a match with me and Jimmy, in which, but I don't want to explain it all. I think that's just all to have a look at it.
Of Southeastern Championship Wrestling, my guest is the Tennessee stud Ron Fuller, and Ron will be discussing the continuing feud between you and Jimmy Golden, and this all involves the Fuller family.
That's right, and it also involves the fact that I want to take Jimmy Golden's head off, and I have been able to sign a match. I requested it. International Sports put it before Jimmy Golden, and it's already been signed, a non-sanctioned Southern Street fight, something I saw on the program a few weeks ago that involved 6 people, only this time it's just going to be me and Jimmy Golden. Anything goes, wear anything you want to in the ring, come prepared to fight and go to war, and that's what I want with Jimmy Golden.
We have some videotape, Ron, of a recent match in which you were taking on Jimmy Golden on your return, and here's that film footage.
Well, this is the same type of match that Jimmy Golden and I have had every time we have met in any arena in the southeastern area. I'm bleeding, Jimmy Golden is bleeding, the referees are down, and they're going to stay down because I don't think there's any need for a referee when we meet. I've already told the gentlemen from International Sports Incorporated not to sign any referees. Don't waste their money by paying referees because they're going to be of no use in anything matches that we have. Because I'm not going to be abiding by the rules, and I know that Golden doesn't know how to abide by the rules to begin with. So as you can see here, this match is just completely out of control. The match has already stopped at this point, but we're going to fight for another 6 or 8 minutes before they're able to pull us apart. And that's the reason I've asked for this street fight. Like I said, I saw it on TV a few weeks ago involving 6 people. It was wild, it was vicious. It's exactly what I want with Jimmy Golden. I want to be able to use my boots. I want to be able to use my fists. I want to be able to use my belt. I want to be able to use my shirt if I feel like it, to pull it off and wrap it around his throat and choke him to death if necessary. Now you can see here a fella coming to save him is Joe Turner, and he takes a quick exit via the top rope right there, and it's right back to Jimmy Golden. And at this point, Golden is completely out of it. I don't think he even knows where he is. Here comes his boyfriend, Ron Bass. Here comes Lane, pretty boy Lane. Everybody in there trying to break it up at this point, but I'm like an old pit bull. I done got my jaws locked, and I ain't going nowhere, son. I'm going to hang on to that throat till the boy's head comes off his shoulder. That's when I'll turn him loose. You can see everybody trying to separate us here.
Seems to be nothing in sight as far as stopping this feud between you and Jimmy Golden. He seems possessed with some kind of drive to keep hounding on the Fuller family.
Well, we're both possessed, Charlie, with wanting to kill each other. That's about what it amounts to. We're both possessed with the fact that I hate him, he hates me, and we want to fight. That's all there is to it. Now here you can see a whole ring full of people, and when they all separate and they're all gone, you still see the stud there. He's still pounding on that boy's head, and I'm going to choke him here. They're going to drag him by the feet out of my reach, the only way they can get him out of there. And you see everybody here trying to pull us back, trying to pull us apart. But in a street fight, there is none of this, Charlie Platt. They don't come down to the ring and they don't separate you because there's no rules to begin with. Why come down and why pull anybody apart because the rules say you can do anything you want to. There'll be no stopping a street fight. They're just going to let it go until one of us can't get up anymore, till one of us can't come back anymore. Now you can see Golden's got a little more left. He ain't had enough yet. He's going to ease around here. He wants a little bit more. And in just a second, that's exactly what he's going to get. He's going to get himself a little bit more, and when he does, he's going to decide that's all he wants. Now he's had enough. Well, in the street fight, you're going to get enough, Jimmy Golden. You're going to have more than you can handle, my man.
Comments of the Tennessee stud Ron Fuller. Let's hear the comments now of Jimmy Golden.
Ron Fuller, I'm wondering what kind of excuse you're going to come up with, Sonny. You know, you're always saying Jimmy Golden did this, Jimmy Golden did that, or he had this, or he had that. You are running out of excuses. You're running out of time. You're running out of space. And what I'm going to do to you, I'm going to step into the ring with you in a Texas street fight match, and I am so confident in myself that I'm going to come down there dressed for a wedding, brother. I'm going to have my suit on. I'm going to be looking slick like I am right now, you understand me? And when I get through with you, boy, you go to China. You're not going to stop in California. You're going all the way.
Let me just say this, Jimmy Golden. I will be there on the 13th, and I'll be ready for a street fight. And you see these right here, don't you, boy? I've been sitting at home, and I dream at night of kicking you in the throat with these boots. And that's exactly what I'm going to be able to do. I'm going to wear the biggest belt I got, one that'll cut the hide off your back, and I'm going to take this boot, and I'm going to hammer it until I feel like I've done a good job on you, Jimmy Golden.
Wow, that's what I call a real fight. I mean, wow, me and Jimmy went at it. We had a lot of fights like that. Jimmy's a tough old boy, and and as you could see, the ring got full of people. Wow, they couldn't put us apart, and it was pretty well involved. I felt sorry for the referees, to be honest with you. I think everybody hit the referee, as a matter of fact. Even guys that wasn't in the match that came in the ring hit the referees. Should have had 4 of them rather than 2. But actually then coming out of this match that you watched, we were going to go into a Southern street fight. One of the kind of rare things that we were one of the few wrestling companies to do those, in which you could wear anything and use anything. It was no rules basically, and you really didn't need a referee. You just need somebody to come in the ring and count somebody out. And so I hope you enjoyed this one, and I really look forward to continuing to do these for you. We're really you want to go to ClassicContinentalWrestling.com. You want to take the long ride. Obviously, there's a great television program there, and I want to apologize. The quality is not the greatest, but you got to bear in mind this was 1981, and that's going to be about 42 years ago or so. So it's quite an old piece of film, and but I think it's what happens, and the quality of what happens is well worth maybe the picture not being quite what it was when we did it originally. But thank you very much. If you want to jump on ClassicContinentalWrestling.com, it's only $4.99 a month, $39.99 a year, and we're going to keep bringing them to you.